Hi everyone, it's Imran from Options Insight, and in this video, I'm going to explain to you the exciting new Alpha Pod that we have created. That is the name of our new options trading community. So I kicked off Options Insight about 4 or 5 years ago. The idea was to lift the lid on options trading. It was to show you that it doesn't have to be rocket science. You don't have to understand the Black-Scholes formula to make money. It's about practically understanding the Greeks. It's understanding how options premium behaves and the leverage that you can get to express your views around the direction of an asset, the volatility of an asset, and the timing around where it may go over a certain time frame in the future. You can express three-dimensional views, and it's not just about whether it goes up or down. So that's the idea. Now, how do I do that? Well, I've got various online courses all over the place. You may have seen me on Real Vision. You may have seen me with Spot Gamma. Those online courses. We also have our own set of online courses where we take you through my whole syllabus of options trading. And that will give you the basic tools and understanding that you need to go ahead and get into the world of options and start expressing those views and making better risk-adjusted returns, maybe hedging your portfolios in smarter ways so that you can pick the stocks that you like. But when the market has a big drawdown, you don't suddenly lose a load of money. These are the type of techniques that we teach you. I also am very active in crypto options. Crypto vol is an exciting place to be because crypto knows how to move, and crypto volatility can be pretty volatile, but it gives you access to this new exciting market of crypto without having to risk too much because you're using optionality rather than putting too much capital at risk. The Alpha Pod, the trading community, we manage all of that through a Discord server. If you become a paid subscriber to our membership, you get all access, full access to that. You get to see all the trades that I'm doing. You get access to all the research, all the videos that I put out. I put out daily videos talking about the macro market and what's going on. I write a weekly report which summarizes what I'm doing in my portfolio and generally what cross-asset macro vol is doing and telling me, because there's a lot of signals embedded in some of these moves in option markets. So those are sort of things you'll get in my weekly report. I also do a crypto weekly report, which is a video and a report summary of what I'm seeing in crypto vol, what I'm doing in my own crypto options portfolio. So that's the idea, right? You'll get access to all of that content that I'm creating if you're part of the Alpha Pod. But better still, you'll have access to me directly in the trading day about what you're doing, what I'm doing, bouncing some ideas around. I'll explain to you why I'm doing specific things, and you can question that in real time. And then you can talk to the rest of the community and you can throw ideas around with each other. But the idea is it's like a global trading desk that you are joining. I'm the head of that desk. I've got experience running trading desks at places like Bank of America and Citibank. And I've been in this game for over 20 years. That doesn't mean I get every single call that I make right. Let's be very clear about that. There's no one on the planet who does that. Not even Stanley Druckenmiller does that, okay? But I've got 20 plus years of experience. I've seen a lot of market conditions. I understand how to buy vol. I understand how to sell vol. I'm not biased in my view. And I can show you some tips and techniques on how to really find asymmetric opportunities in options trading. And that is going to make you a more profitable trader. And that is going to allow you to multiply your capital in a smarter way. So when these opportunities come along, you can really go after them and have real confidence in what you're doing, basically. Okay, that's what I'm here for. That's what you're going to get from joining this community. And trust me, there ain't another community like this trading options on the street. So jumping in here, you've got various places you can get the Discord link from. It's at the header of our website to join Discord. You would also get emails when you sign up to join it. So it'll take you into the server. Now, if you're a paid member, you'll have automatic access, provided you put in your Discord ID. It's all written in this verification channel. You can see what you have to do to get full access. If you are a free member and you've just joined the server and you're not a paid member, you do still need to verify. Otherwise, you'll get kicked out in 12 hours because we will think maybe you could be a bot or something like that, right? So don't be surprised if you get kicked out if you haven't gone through the verification process. All right, now onto the content. So essentially you've got two halves of this server. You've got the Imran trades and resources, and then you've got the community trading. So all of the research that I produce, I'm no longer going to send it on emails. This is where you get access to all of it, and this is where you get to see it. So my macro daily, you're going to see in here, there's a different tab for every single day. We jump into today, for example, you'll see a video link that will be at the top. So straight away, you can watch my 5 to 10 minute video talking through what I'm looking at, what's going on in the market, get your day started with that. Basically, I've got a short written summary here of pretty much what I talk about and the things that caught my eye. I've got this macro options daily PDF, which is just basically an output of the kind of dashboards that I'm looking at in terms of the main macro dashboard and the fixed strike volatility and the various metrics. So if you want to look at those metrics yourself, you can look at that PDF and you'll see what you need to see in there. So that's the macro daily. All the stuff you would have got on the email is now going to be channeled through macro daily, and there will be a different tab for each day. So you can go back to old days and see what was posted and what I was talking about, etc., etc. Okay. Then we go to the macro overlay or the macro weekly. That is basically my weekly report. Those of you who kind of subscribe to overlay or historically would have got that. So a similar thing. There's a video report. There's a PDF. There's my portfolio, which basically shows how I'm breaking down all the trades into those different categories and seeing what the aggregated delta and theta is of the strategy, so we can get a flavor of what the overall risk looks like. So you get access to all of those in various Google Drives. Again, I won't be sending those out on email, and you won't be accessing those via the website anymore. You'll just be going directly from links in the Discord over to the Google Drives. Crypto Weekly, same story. We've got a crypto video that comes out once a week along with a crypto PDF, which is my summary of what's going on in crypto land, crypto vol, and my own crypto positions and my whatever hedges I'm running, etc., etc. So these are the three main reports that you're used to receiving, and they are now just going to have their own channels. And each time I publish, it's going to be in there. That's where you can find all your stuff. Now, the trade sections, this is much better organized now for you to see what trades I am running and what trades are live, how I'm risk managing them, if I'm doing anything with them, etc., etc. So we've got a different tab for every trade, and this is going to keep building up. But this is why we've got a tag to show you whether the trades are live or whether the trades are closed. So right now in the Delta trade section, all these trades are actually live. You can click on the trade. You can see the option strat link. You can see what I'm doing. If I'm doing any sort of risk management with it, it's going to be in here. I'm going to put a comment, tell you what I'm up to. And if I close out the trade, I'll say what level I closed it at, and you'll see the option strat link reflecting that. So that's your way of seeing what's going on there. I'm just trying to see if I've got something with closed trades in there as well. Yeah, here, here you've got some closed trades and some open trades. So a quick way for you to just look at open trades if you want to is just click on this live tab at the top, and then boom, you've got all the open trades still here. And then you can click into each open trade to see what the various logic is. If I've put any logic in there, maybe ask questions about that specific trade, and I'll be able to answer them directly in there for you. Okay, so that is the way you engage with the trades that I've got on, and ask me questions about those trades, and then I will keep you updated about how I risk manage those trades in real time. So that is a nice organized way for you to keep on top of all the trades that I'm doing. And we've got a different tab for Delta, Theta, Vega, hedge trades. We've got the crypto stuff. We've got the single stock ideas that I actually end up executing as well. So all of these today, for example, I've done a ton of risk management on single stock trades that have not gone that well. So I've put in here, close this trade on the open, calendar, lost too much value, so not worth closing. These are sort of updates that I'm doing throughout the day to manage the trades if need be. Now, the last bit is on this section is the resources section. So if you look in there, you've got Zoom recordings. The Zoom recordings is basically from the weekly live call that I do now every Friday. So if you didn't make the live call, you can watch the recording of the live call and you will find it in the resources section. We've also got various other resources and links that, things that we use like the Market Ear, Option Strat, If you want to book a one-to-one with me, there's information here about how to do that. Earnings, a video walkthrough of some of my new Vol dashboards and Vol metrics that I've been using, if you want to understand them better. And we've also got the portfolio tracker here as well, so you can look historically at past portfolios and the trades that we've got on there. Video Insights as well is another resource. This is from, a long period of time. I've been building content and I've been doing various video explainers for certain concepts and stuff like that. That is all in here. You've got basically a video library of stuff that I've made and put out there that you can kind of, learn from and benefit from if you want to see what I'm talking about, basically, and get an idea of certain things that go on in the vol market that I explain in a bit more detail. All right, so that covers all of my trades and the resources available. Now, obviously, the whole point of the Alpha Pod is for me to educate and be like the desk head of this global trading desk, but you guys need to be able to talk amongst yourselves and with me, and we can throw ideas around and, we can think about what's going on in the market. That's where we're really going to turn this into a proper global trading desk. Okay, so here you can introduce yourself, tell us what your background is in trading and what you're doing here. We've got a general chat. Says what it is on the tin, basically general. You can pretty much say anything in here as long as it's kind of not just random stuff. It'd be good if we keep it towards trading and markets. Market insights, that will be, if I see any interesting charts or anyone sees any interesting charts, research that they've seen, they want to whack in there so we can basically discuss around it. We've still got the delta, theta, vega, etc. split out so that we can. This is where, ideas marinate, basically, right? I might not execute a trade, but I might be thinking about executing something. This is where that discussion happens, right? The trade sections are where we actually execute trades and you're like, okay, you've done this trade. Why did you do this? Why did you do that, right? That goes in there and how you're managing it. Whereas here, I'm just going to throw stuff out like, oh, that's interesting. This is on my radar. I'm thinking about maybe doing a trade like this. What do you guys reckon? And we can have a dialogue about it, right? So that's what this chat is about for you and me, amongst yourselves and with me, to bounce off each other and talk about trades. That's what the chat community part is. You can see here, we've been talking about gold recently. It finally broke. The skew was telegraphing it. I'd mentioned through some of my metrics that I was seeing skew going very big for puts, even though gold was eking higher. And that was signaling to me a reversal in gold, and that seems to be playing out. Theta is quite an active one because we do a lot of 0 DTE iron condors. So people are sharing which ones they're doing in there. And I'm talking about whether I'm going to do it or not and what strikes I'm looking at and stuff like that. So that all goes in the Theta chat. The Vega chat right now is very active because we're gearing up for a big short vol trade post elections. So we are discussing what our best options are to sell vol, and people are throwing their 2 cents in, and I'm telling them what I think, and we're discussing the pros and cons of various trading strategies to benefit from a collapse in vol. And this is where the alpha really is, right? If you fully go all in and you immerse yourself into these chats and you learn what we're talking about and you participate in the discussion, that is how you're going to get the most out of this service. And that is how you're going to feel like you are part of a global options trading desk, and you can really benefit from all the people here that are trying to make money out of the market using options and vol. Okay, that's what I'm here to do, right? I've run real trading desks in Bank of America, in Citibank. I know the benefit of, bouncing ideas off people and discussing stuff, discussing trades, right? That's how we feel more confident about our positions. That's how we spot stuff that maybe we hadn't thought about. That is how we all make more money together, right? Sitting at home, trading the market by yourself is freaking lonely and can be, well, it's not boring, but it can be pretty lonely, right? And if your trades aren't working out as well, then it can feel even more lonely. Okay. So, sometimes we're going to have the same trades on and we're all going to be getting punched in the face by the market, and we're losing money together and we can have a laugh about it, right? That is part of the camaraderie of a trading desk. And that is what we can create here together in the Alpha Pod. Okay. So that is the point of all of this, and it's organized so you know what we're kind of talking about in each channel. All right, guys, I'm not going to go on any longer. That is my quick summary of what is the Alpha Pod, where can you find everything, and why it's the best damn options trading community you're going to find out there. Okay. I'll see you soon. Cheers.